There was a video that I made on my Dream channel back in April 21st, 2020. And the title of that video was Dream Time. Are the days of President Trump numbered? Now, in this dream, a heraldor came to me and was saying that Trump days are numbered. And I was trying to figure out if it meant that he was not going to get a second term, which I believed he was, until they stole the election, or they were going to try to assassinate him. There was two dreams I had, and I'm going to let you listen to these two dreams. One was the messenger saying that Trump days are numbered. The other dream was about the big fish, where the guy swallowed this snake. After he swallowed this serpent, then he was pulling this big fish that seemed like a whale. Now, the big fish represented Trump and them dragging him basically out of the White House. That's what this represented. Now, this was back in April. I was hopeful that Trump would get a second term until they sent in those mail-in ballots and they stole the election. But I'm going to let you watch this video. I'm going to let you watch a portion of it. And I would like to invite you to go to my Dream channel. This is it right here. Go to my Dream channel and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And whenever I have a dream that I feel that's worthy enough to record, I'll record it on this channel along with some other videos too. So the channel just don't sit there dormant when I'm not dreaming. But I want you to listen to this dream.
But yet they become bitter when you say, okay, are you willing to work with Trump? Last night when I went to bed, I had my iPad with me, and I was laying down on my back, and I had the iPad up, and I was looking through Facebook and Instagram. And for a brief moment, I drifted off into a sleep/vision. In this vision, I can barely see images. It was very, very, very faint. But I heard a voice that spoke. And the voice said to me, President Trump's days are numbered. And I questioned the voice, and it was like the voice of a messenger that came and was skipping along and saying, President Trump days are numbered. Now, that could be taken as he's not going to last as a president, which I don't believe that. I believe that he will get a second term. But then, the biggest part of me believes that it means that they're going to assassinate him, or an attempt is going to be made on his life. They're going to assassinate him because he's dealing with an entirely different spirit than no other president ever had to deal with before. Yes, Kennedy was assassinated. Malcolm X was assassinated. Martin Luther King was assassinated. There's a lot of people that were assassinated under the Clintons because they wanted to hold power. They wanted to maintain that power. And the Clintons allegedly have a lot of death under their belt. There's a lot of blood on their hands. Nancy Pelosi posted a video on Facebook. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And she was asking people for $10 to donate $10. And she was saying that she needed it before 12 o'clock midnight because the Republicans are trying to unseat her. So she's feeling threatened. And when people feel threatened, especially if they're in the position of power. Now, she spent these last almost 4 years trying to impeach Trump, trying to unseat Trump. And now she's got a lot of nerve making a video asking for $10 to help fight Trump or the Republicans from trying to unseat her. So there's an entirely different spirit that's in the world now. And again, I wish I can explain it, but I can't. But it's different than any other spirit that's been on this planet. Now, there's another dream I had a few days ago. And I really didn't speak on this dream to anyone. I told a family member, because I always tell my family members certain dreams. And because this dream seemed quite stupid, right? It was different. There was really no voice. I just saw motion. And in this dream slash vision, there was a white dude that had swallowed an anaconda, a snake, a real snake. Now, when I was in the military, you had white dudes that would challenge you, and they would eat spiders, they would eat bugs, they would eat different things. If you dare them, they would eat these things, right? So you got certain people, man, that would eat anything under a dare. And this guy ate this snake, and the snake looked like it was, when he regurgitated the snake, because he ate the snake, and then the snake came back up. He regurgitated the snake, but when the snake came back up, it looked like it was split down the side, because you could see the flesh inside the snake. It was a huge, not a boa constrictor. It looked like a big python, right? This big snake. And he regurgitated the snake. And what was weird was, when he regurgitated the snake, it was as if there was a huge whale in front of him. He had this whale or shark by the tail. And the snake was around his neck, and like just kind of draped around his neck or down his arm. And he had the snake, and he was walking out with this, what looked like a whale. Now, this was a humongous whale. The head was huge. And the whale was facing me, but it looked like the whale was trying to inch up towards me. He had it by the tail, and he was sitting there talking, and there was some other people in the room too, and he was sitting there just talking, you know, and just laughing and clowning, because I guess he was performing or whatever, right? Or he felt he was performing. But this well, and I'm standing there, so I backed up a little bit. I wasn't threatened by the whale or shark, whatever it was. It looked more like a whale. The head was huge. It was massive, man. It was about almost the size of that room. But he had it by the tail, and he was dragging it out. And each time the whale tried to inch up, he pulled it back. And so I kind of like moved over. But the whale was like facing me, right? And then finally, he like pulled it out of the door. He pulled that whale out the door. You seen it like being pulled out. And so I'm going to link those two dreams together. The one about Trump, and again, I'm hoping that this is not real. I'm hoping it does not come true. But just in case, I'm recording it. But the dream that I had, or vision, where that messenger said, Trump days are shortened, and then the whale, because the whale was a big fish, right? And this dude, by this guy swallowing this python, or this fish, this python or snake, it's like a type of possession. It's like he's being possessed. Because you know the serpent, or the serpent is a symbol of Satan or Lucifer or evil. So it's as if he was possessed by this snake. And he had this big fish by the tail. The big fish could represent Trump, because he's the president of the United States. He's a big fish. And then a few days after I had that vision slash dream, then I hear this voice that says Trump's days are shortened. So could this mean that he's about to be assassinated? Because that spirit that's now in the world, that energy, that evil, bitter energy. And you can hear that in the reporters. When they ask questions, everything is a dagger being thrown at Trump. Every single time, and it's the same questions over and over.
That's where I'm going to end it. But another dream come true. This is only today what we experienced or saw yesterday on television. What's going on in this country is just everything that this dream talked about. That heralder, the messenger that was skipping along saying Trump's days are numbered, Trump days are numbered, was talking about this time he was only going to get one, he going to only be there for 4 years. He only get one term. He's not going to be a two-term president. Although we know the election was stolen. That's what we believe. And that he technically won. But because it was stolen, because they're working according to their system, their political agenda, and they played a game. Trump refused to play the game. He wasn't going to play the game, right? So Pence plays the game. And that's why he made the choice he made on yesterday, because he's playing the game. Pence, you saw him shake hands with Nancy Pelosi, and he's buddy with them, and they're talking about now, him announcing Trump being terminated. All right, so Trump is the big fish, and they're trying to pull him out the White House. Right, they're pulling him out the White House, and they're trying to get him out there before his 14 days or 13 days that's left is over. Right, so another dream that came true. This was a prediction that was made back on April 21st. I had the dream prior to that, and when I made the video, it was on April 21st, 2020. And if that pandemic had not have happened, if those mail-in ballots weren't sent in, Trump would be president. But it took a turn for the worse. All right. So feedback, tell me what you think. This is my dream channel. Come and subscribe. And whenever I post a video, it could be topics on the Bible, things spiritual, or if I have a dream. I have a lot of dreams posted on this channel, and when you guys come here, you're going to find it quite interesting. But it's Prodigy Dreamer. Okay, so I'll put the link on the bottom, and you guys can come and check it out for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a donation, an offering on my Cash App. If you don't have Cash App, download it on your phone. It's a good app. I remember that, when Cash App first came out, I was quite leery about it. I didn't trust it. But then one of my family members had Cash App, and it worked well for them, so I decided to download Cash App. And it's a quick way to send money and receive money. So click on the Cash App or PayPal if you have PayPal. Some people feel more comfortable with PayPal. But support the channel. Until next time, I'm fearless.